Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 20 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but...
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Spins by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
He navigates. He manipulates. He cycles through progressions with laser-like focus. And he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
4 down. To right. Suck up.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Hurry!
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
On. Gun. 1 day. 53. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
All right, here we go.
When you scored points,
39.
it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Rosen. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
59.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that
3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59. Check 59, Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Rip, 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 rip.
That's it, baby. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
On.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
59. 50. Check 50.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck playing with a catch right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let it roll.
On 2nd down, Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Switch gears. Mike's 59. One day, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Middle. Go ahead.
They'll run it with Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go, Mexico. On.
59's Mike, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right, 622. Middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
He's rolling. We're rolling. 627. Yeah, easy. Gun. On. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Rip.
Check 59, Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
622. Key right.
Slam.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Going deep here that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end.
Here we go now.
Now Rosen on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Deshaun Jackson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game. because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
6-5. Reggie.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Key right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Pocket-sized radios and handheld TVs are allowed in the stadium. These items must be used within your use. Please be considerate of neighboring fans when using radios or handheld televisions.
We're rolling. Key right.
Check the running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Alert. Yeah, easy. Gun. Key right.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So Weaver, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Shift. To right.
Mike, check.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again, looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
5, 6,
22. Right, 675. Rip.
On third down, it's Mack, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check out. 290. Slam.
On first down, it's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant, 55 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
319.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So that'll back them up 5. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017.
319.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Room to run past midfield. A big run there by Freeman, 59 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come out here in the eye.
319.
Here's Rosen. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Tye, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're taking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Regular. Your trip is here.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rolling. We're rolling.
Under 10.
Rip.
25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to float. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 51 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Touchdown, baby. Keep
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Martavis Bryant in the offense getting set to go again here. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Wide, 674.
Mike 5'9".
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
To your right.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant, 47 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Freeman again. Oh, a nice spin. Freeman a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
All right, here we go.
Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Now it's Rosen. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Deshaun Jackson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
675. Even. 4 down. Even. Wide. 632. Hold on. 99. Rush in.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
11 feet.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Luck. steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11Z. I got it. 6-5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
11Z.
Jam 'em.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Kill. Rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Run! 6-3-2. Rolling. We're rolling. 6-3-2. 140. Easy. Alert. 6-5. 6-5. 674.
Kill.
Staying on the ground with Matt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 3rd down, Rosen. This is caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. One day, 53.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Locke. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play action. It's Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
637, 59.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now in a 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Going deep here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 53 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
65.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. And quickly they get to the line.
Check 31.
Rolling, we're rolling. Middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Kill. 6-3.
4 down.
Middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Wide 674. Wide 632. Hold on. One day. 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DkWallz Jr. in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing now is Rosen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Set. Boo,
They run, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This will be from 53 for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's... Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Phillip Rivers looking strong in this one. Over 300 yards, couple of touchdown passes to boot. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
11Z.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard gain on the play.
Check 59.
Wide 675. Wide 632. Hold on.
Here we go.
Key right.
Joker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Get wide.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Tight end right. Hey,
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
You got him.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Tight end to the right.
Regular. Wide 40. Easy, easy. Alert, alert.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Watch safety green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
We're rolling. We're rolling. Single. Wide 90.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
First throw in overtime for Locke. Looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Indianapolis, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop